Good evening, everyone. It is about 8:45 here on a Sunday night. Appreciate you tuning in. We're going live here to talk about a tornado warning that has just been issued for Pickens County. Let me pull that information up here. Let's see. You're probably hearing your weather radios go off. If they are, they should be going off. If they're not, they will be shortly. A tornado warning is coming. There it is. For Pickens County, let's dive right in here and take a look. I'm going to take myself off the camera and take the radar full screen. And this is what's going on. We got a fairly significant area rotation. We've been watching this last 20 minutes or so as this thing has really ramped up. This is going to be north of Pickensville, north of Alabama 86. This is Carrollton, Reform, Gordo. This is going to impact you directly. Right now, this is a new tornado warning for Pickens County. This goes until 9:45 p.m. tonight. Let me pull up the actual text of the warning here. Let's see. Possible tornado located near Pickensville moving east at 40 miles an hour. This does include Gordo, Reform, Carrollton, Pickensville, Bevel, Lock and Dam, Owens, Kirk, North Pickens Airport, and LeBub. All right, so I know this is a fairly sparsely populated part of the state, and this storm has just crossed the state line. This does not include Tuscaloosa or Tuscaloosa County just yet. This area of circulation is pretty well defined here. It's just going to be, again, it's just to the north of Pickensville. Let me take my little telestrator here, and I'll draw out exactly where it's at. That's your area rotation. Let's go in here and see if put on a debris tracker. It's not really lining up with what I want to see. I had to watch that. There may be a little bit of debris there. I'm not sure. That's a little bit too far ahead of the circulation, at least by radar. It may be. There may be a debris signature there. We'll need to keep an eye on that. Let me clear out this clear out my little drawing here. And we'll do a little track here. Going to give you some times. You take a look at that there, Gordo by 9:30. Carrollton is going to be on you in the next 20 minutes here. I think these times are a little bit slow, honestly. I think my computer's having a little hard time processing this, so I'm not going to trust those times there. I'll take that off there. So I would say Carrollton within the next 10 minutes by 9 o'clock. Gordo probably within the next 20 minutes by about 9:10. Let's take a look at the debris tracker again. There may be a little. I'm not totally convinced. It's not lining up. It's not lining up where I would typically expect to see it. There is a lot of wind out ahead of this line. This is not not your typical supercell thunderstorm. Let's take a look at let's put on the radar here and we'll back out. I know a lot of people from all over the state are watching us. So right now, if I'm not talking about your county, you're in good shape. We're mainly focused about our friends here in Pickens County. This is going to be, again, north of Pickensville. It's going to be north of Alabama 85. It's going to be have Carrollton, Gordo, Reform is maybe a state of the south of you, but go ahead just to be sure to take your tornado plan and put it into action here. I'm going to zoom in here and just start doing a little let's see. Clear that. It's not what I needed. I'm looking, trying to, let's see. All right. So that was I believe that was a debris signature we were looking at, and let's take a look, because it's gone now. Uh, so right now, this is still a very strong area of rotation. This is going to be uh, in Pickens County. This is going to be, again, north of Alabama 86. This is Highway 17 that runs between Carrollton and Reform. This is going to be crossing 17 here probably in the next 5-10 minutes, maybe a little bit sooner than that. It's going to be coming up on US 82, which, and I think it's going to cross US 82 again between Reform and Gordo. Let's see. Just looking for there's some information here to see if I don't see any reports of damage or anything like that, but again, this is a fairly sparsely populated part of Alabama. All right. I'm monitoring three or four different sources of information here just to make sure that just kind of check for damage and stuff like that. And I don't see any, which is good. I mean, no news is good news in this case. Put it in live scan mode here. Let's take that off. It's still going to be pretty. Yeah, that's still a fairly tight area of rotation. This is on the leading edge of a line of thunderstorms that is stretching from the Tennessee Valley down to Pickens County right now. This is there we go. So this thing is coming up on. Let's see. This thing's crossing McShane Road right now. It's going to be moving towards the Carlos area, Stansel. Alabama Highway 17 between Carrollton and Reform. This is out near Hebron Baptist Church. Thaxton Road, Pearson Road, Hebron Church Road, Pickens County Road, which is Pickens County Road 12. Bethel Cemetery, New Providence Road, Herbert Wendell Road, Hill Drive, Bailey Road. I'm just calling out streets near that are in the path of this storm. Pickens Baptist Center. Let's see. Nature's Earth Pellets. It's going to be probably south of there. It's too close to the city of Reform to cut it. In my opinion, if you're in Reform proper, you're probably okay. But if you're south of the city of Reform, if you're in the southern city limits, go to your place of safety right now. That is the lowest floor of your house, near the center, away from windows. See. Three miles north of Carrollton, they said we may have a debris signature. Let's take a look at that. Yep, there it is. This is going to be a tornado. This is a tornado debris signature. What this is indicative that a tornado is on the ground. This is going to be 3 miles north of Carrollton. This looks like it's on McShane Road. 3 miles north of Carrollton. Looks like it's going to be in the area of Hebron Baptist Church. So, McShane Road near Hebron Baptist Church. This is going to be around Pickens County 12, which is Hebron Church Road. This is moving to the northeast. This is going to be moving towards Alabama Highway 17, Herbert Wendell Road, New Providence Road, New Providence Cemetery, Bethel Cemetery, and Cockrell Cemetery are all in the path of this tornado debris signature. This is now the pink that you see showing up on my screen now means that it is a radar confirmed. It is a confirmed tornado. This is radar confirmed. We have a debris signature. This is north of the city of Carrollton. This is going to be south of the city of Reform. It is crossing Alabama Highway 17 right now. If you are driving or along Alabama Highway 17, you need to get to your safe place right now. US 82. If you're along US 82 this is going to make a beeline for the city of Gordo. It's going to be awful close. If you're on US 82 between the Pickens County line and the city of Reform, you need to be in your place of safety right now. Alabama Highway 86 north to US 82 between Reform and the Pickens County, Tuscaloosa County line. You need to be in your safe place right now. This is a tornado that is on the ground. It is doing damage. It is radar indicated. We have a debris signature on radar that is where the tornado is lofting debris into the air. Right now, again, this is Cross McShane Road. It's coming up on Alabama Highway 17 in the area of Bethel Cemetery, in the Stansel community, and near the Pickens Baptist Center. This may be a little south of the Pickens Baptist Center, but again, it's too close to call. If you know where the Pickens Baptist Center is and you live near there, make sure you're in your place of safety right now. Again, U.S. Highway 82. If you're listening to my voice and you're on U.S. Highway 82, you need to get off right now. You need to find a gas station, a structure, somewhere that you can pull off. And if you're between Reform and the Pickens County, Tuscaloosa County line, you need to get to a place of safety right now. If you don't have a shelter to go into, you need to pull off the side of the road, lay face down in a ditch, cover your head with your hands. Get yourself as low as possible. The next roads that are in the path of this thing is Halls Mill Road, Holly Springs Road, Glen Echo Road, Bostic Road. All these are in Pickens County. If you are familiar with that area near the Dennis Game and Fish Camp, this is moving in that general direction. Like I said, if you're in the city of Gordo, you need to be in your safe place right now. This thing is on the ground producing damage. We still have a debris signature. It's not as strong as it was last scan, which is good, but this thing is still showing evidence that it is on the ground producing and doing damage. Now, this is timber country out there. I know there's a lot of woodlands out there, but still, this is indicative that there is this tornado is picking stuff up and lofting it into the air. Right now, with the beam height from that radar, it's about 4,300 feet off the ground. So it's lofting debris at least 4,300 feet off the ground. Again, take this very, very seriously. If you know someone if you live in Gordo or you know someone that lives in Gordo, go ahead and call them and tell them to be in their place of safety right now. Between the city of Gordo and the city of Reform on US 82, you need to be in your safe place. Reform, I think this is going to say it's just to the south of you, but in the city of Gordo, Alabama 159 runs north to south runs north out of the city of Gordo. If you live along Alabama 159, be in your place of safety right now. Let's take a look. Let's go back and take a look at the velocity product. We see that we've been looking at the debris signature. Let's take a look at the velocity, see what it's doing. That's definitely not as impressive as it was 20 minutes ago, but it's still there. It's becoming a little bit more linear, which is good. We may have a new area of circulation that's forming to the south that we're going to have to keep a watch on. But let's take a look. Let's go back to the debris tractor. And the debris signature is still there. I don't know if it will be the next scan or not. Hopefully not. We'll see. We'll see together here in just a second when that updates. But still, let's go ahead and take this very seriously. If you live in Pickens County, near the city of Gordo, go ahead and take your tornado safety plan and put that into action right now. Reform City Dump Road, Brown Chapel, Church Road, Hugh Acker Road, Glen Echo Road, Bostic Road. This is coming through that area right now, and that debris signature is dropping off. It is not as defined as it was, so that's a good sign that this thing is not producing at the moment. All right, so the debris signature continues to fade away here, so that's a good sign. Let's go back to our velocity and take a look there. And the velocity is definitely not as tight as it was, again, 15, 20 minutes ago, which is good. This is getting into a more stable environment. I really don't think we're going to have a problem with severe weather further east into Alabama. I think this is probably going to be it. We'll still have to watch things closely, but I think this is really going to be it as far as severe weather for us, because we've had temperatures in the 50s over much of Alabama, much of north central Alabama today, and dew points across much of the state, even down the south and Mobile area, have been in the low to upper 50s to low 60s, and that's just not a conducive environment to severe weather for not a conducive environment for severe weather, and these storms are fairly elevated. All right, let's see what's going on here. Okay. So I don't see anything, I don't see rotation in this line anymore, in this area anymore. The debris signature is pretty much gone. There's still there, some residual there, but it's not as. I don't believe the tornado's on the ground. I don't believe there's a tornado there anymore based off what I'm seeing. And I think the National Weather Service agrees too. They're not going to extend that warning. All right, so let's put the reflectivity back on here. We'll zoom out and take a look at the entire state, because I know a lot of people are, like I said, we don't just cover one part of Alabama, we cover the whole thing. So, or try to, at least with our live coverages. So let's take a look at the whole line here. There's currently just that one tornado warning, which is going to be allowed to expire here. It expires at 9:45. It'll probably be canceled before then, I would think. No watches in place. There is a wind advisory in place for much of Alabama, because after this line passes, it is going to get extremely windy. You're going to have wind gusts in excess of 25 miles an hour in spots, and it's going to get cold. That's the big news story, the weather story of the week, is how cold it's going to be starting tomorrow. Possible snow showers for the northern third of Alabama. Don't really expect any accumulations, but where you may get under one, the grass may turn a little bit white, but the ground temperature is going to be too warm to cause any issues. Now, the next big story is on Friday. I know a lot of people have asked us, what's going to happen Friday? Well, the truth is, we don't know. And the phrase I like to use is, forecasting winter weather in Alabama is like trying to nail Jell-O to the wall, because the forecast models can give us directions to go, but there's just variables with forecasting winter weather in the south that the models just don't have a good handle on. That's the reason when you see meteorologists, National Weather Service constantly updating and sharing trends versus taking one segment of model data and just running with it, saying it's going to be a blizzard. We don't do that, and that's not good business. But we want to be straight with everybody here. So there could be some winter mischief coming our way on Friday. We'll have to watch things very, very closely. The temperatures will be cold enough, but the question of the day is, if a area of low pressure forms, where does it form? Because that is a key. Whenever we have big snow events here in the south, that is a key aspect. Is okay, where is the area of low pressure? So we'll be watching that very, very closely. And they just expired that warning, I believe. Yeah, I don't see it on the map anymore. So with that, the wind out there tonight is going to be tremendous. Let's take a look here real quick. We're going to look at wind observations. This is what we call METAR data. This is coming from airports. Let's see. Well, that's not what I wanted. Gust. There we go. This is a wind gust coming off at the different airports across the state. We got 31 gusts of 31 in Birmingham, 25 back in Florence, behind the line 30 in Haleyville, 22 in Jasper, 20 in Tupelo. And behind that is going to be the cold air. Let's take a look at the temperature data as well. Mid-40s to upper 30s across much of the Mississippi. I think the really heart of that cold air is still back in the Arkansas, because you have 19s up towards Rogers and Bentonville, and then teens back in Oklahoma. All that cold air is working its way and will work its way into Alabama over the next 24 hours. We'll turn that off there. So this is what we're looking at. A lot of rain, some thunder, and some lightning. But aside from that, no active warnings or watches of any kind. There is a tornado watch back into Mississippi, but this is back where the air is a little bit more unstable and has been today. But right now there's no talk with the Storm Prediction Center has no plans to extend that to the west, because, again, the atmosphere in Alabama is just too stable to really support strong updrafts. And I believe that storm that cell that we just had come through Pickens County is going to be the storm of the day for us. So we'll continue to keep an eye on things. We'll be here throughout the night posting watches and warnings on the Facebook page. We appreciate you tuning in with us, and everybody have a good rest of your night.